What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. The RomeBros are back to report the drama. We're in here.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, you like
How long
that?
have you been working on that one?
That was just this morning.
Shit. Yeah.
I mean, amongst what I was just watching.
Of course, yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Similarities there. We're back.
Yes,
We're here.
Back live in effect.
We're going to talk about things. You can see the thing's back. It's annoying because I have to like do settings every time, but it's back. That's going to be a topic we talk about. Not quite yet. Because first, we got to do the fuck board. We're going to listen to a song and we're going to decide if it's about fucking or if it's not about fucking. What song we got today?
We are going to listen to Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. One of my wife's favorites with her sweet ass. So yeah, we're going to see what's going on. And speaking of my wife and her sweet ass, it seems like that her
Do I need to move my car?
dad and her are back to put in our new window screens. I will go outside and ask. We're going to pause for the cause anyway, so we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
With some new window screens. Woo! Do it.
Okay, we're back.
Back in action.
And we just listened to Under Pressure. Hopefully you did too during the pause. We didn't really give you a countdown to listen to it, but hopefully you did. I think that song's most definitely about fucking. I think it's about a guy who wants it to be more acceptable in society to commit adultery. Because if you fuck someone else's wife, it breaks the marriage or breaks the household, and it puts people on the streets.
So you think it's not only about fucking, but about adultery?
I think it's about adultery, and I think the singer of the song, the way it's written, is it's saying, hey, let's give people another chance. People who commit adultery, come on, folks, it's not so bad. Let's try to change our definition of love. Let's look at a new way we can love multiple people instead of just one.
I mean, I got to give you a credit.
Thank you. Thank you.
You made a compelling argument, but I raise your compelling argument. I will say that I think the song is about addiction and people finding new ways to love someone even though they don't want to anymore because the person is tearing their family apart with their terrible addictions. Like the one line where he said "people of the night."
Right, the adulterers.
Right, well, no, okay, in which this is going to lead more into your argument, but prostitutes are sometimes called women of the night. But a lot of times people fall into prostitution to feed their drug habits or their addictions. So like I think when he's talking about families being burned to the ground and people being under pressure, it's under the pressure of trying to go on the streets in the day to make enough money to feed that addiction.
Okay, well here.
No, Google is you
stupid.
Can't.
No, but still, because this is going to make it even harder for both of you.
What do you mean for both of us?
This is Reddit. So these are people.
Get off! No, we don't want Reddit's opinion.
It says,
oh my god.
Obviously, just the pressure of love and relationships. But some feel it is about Freddie Mercury's sexuality, which had long been a subject of.
Oh, because it wasn't so cool to be openly gay.
Yeah.
So he's under the pressure of trying to find new ways to love.
New ways to fuck.
Or, yeah, trying to find...
I'm just saying, what if we agree that it's about someone being addicted to committing adultery? Or just addicted to sex and they can't do enough with their partner?
I think it is just about the pressures of life.
I personally don't care enough. Like, wherever you want to put it, I don't care enough to keep arguing one way or the other.
I mean, I would ask the viewers.
You can put under pressure on about fucking if you move Umbach over to not about fucking.
No, they're both about fucking. Sorry.
I personally don't care enough.
You can make your own podcast and put them wherever you want, okay? All right.
But I think the song is about addiction, if I had to make a guess. But that was before I heard the theory about him being gay, which that makes a lot of sense because the song was in the 80s. And especially, too, like, if HIV was just kicking off, it was pretty looked down upon to be on that side of the fence.
And what is homosexuality? What is homosexuality if not
about
fucking people?
Oh man, you're gonna alienate a lot of gay people, man. You can't just narrow it down
part of it
just to being about
part
fucking.
Of it.
You know,
if you don't ever do that, then like no one's ever gonna know that you're gay, and you probably wouldn't be under much pressure, right?
Well, I mean, if you were kissing and holding hands with a man just because you didn't fuck him, it would still be pretty apparent you were gay.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's pretty gay.
maybe I got some photos to delete if you'll excuse me. All right. Well, folks, we're off the song. That's we put it on the fuck side. Over there, we got too many songs about fucking. We gotta get.
Well, yeah, we gotta find
get a
some.
couple.
I mean, you gotta like
Stop having good arguments.
bend a little bit. Nah, man, you're just so like, even if they make like one slight, tiny mention of something that could be possibly
sitting on the fence.
interpreted, that is, I will not concede that is about sexual innuendo. Being a fence sitter is just someone that refuses to take a side in an argument, is what that means. I know that's like a turn of phrase that's like long before your time, but that's a thing.
I mean, I think phrases can have multiple meanings,
Yeah.
especially in song.
Yeah. Well,
And we all know. Anyways, what's up there? What's up there, Darius?
Oh, what's up?
What's that? Up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
I feel like the news right now, like while the topics are fresh, wait.
This is gonna come out next week though. So how fresh is it gonna be in a week?
Well, I mean, it might be worse next week. In which I will say, in which we can get into it, like if you don't want to like address this at all, but I just want to bring it up.
Okay.
My first love in entertainment was comedy. Like it's just very difficult. I feel like to be funny on purpose is why I never like tried to be a stand-up comedian.
You're only funny on accident.
Briefly, yeah, in brief passing, fleeting. Like every now and again, like the universe will bless me and I'll say something funny. But with that being said, I have a very high standard when it comes to comedy. I feel like for comedians, and for me to be like, oh man, that dude's a really good comedian. Like people should check him out. So with all that being said, I have firmly felt like for a long time that both Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon are hacks. You know what I mean? Like I don't subscribe to their comedy. I don't watch their shows or anything like that.
Kimmel.
But yeah, hearing that Jimmy Kimmel has been canceled
Yep.
for an opinion, I feel like is like super egregious and very fucking
And
scary.
I feel like we need to cancel Hulu in solidarity.
I'm not gonna go that far. I mean, and I've always, had my opinions about Hulu. I've never been a fan of Hulu. But like, Jimmy Kimmel's a fucking hack, but I feel like he should have the right to be a hack.
Okay.
Like, just because he made a joke. And he didn't even make a joke about Charlie Kirk. He made a joke about how Donald Trump was coping with Charlie Kirk's death. He's been suspended and canceled. Like, he's out of there, man. And like, I feel like that's very scary, and that's like drawing a very fine line. Like, kids are getting expelled from school for having opinions on it, and like, it's a scary time to be alive, man. When you could lose your job.
So you want to talk about this? I mean, if you want to express your opinion on a public platform.
I'm just saying, man, like, I'm not, I've never been a freedom fighter or, anything like that. But, like, when is that going to stop? Like, where's the line going to be in that? Like, you can't have an opinion on things?
Well, you can have an opinion. It just has to match that of the president's. That's the deal. Yeah, the president has to approve your opinion.
That's not scary?
Oh, it's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, man. Like,
I feel like you should definitely talk about it and recognize it. But I think like right now it's too early to like say it's actually been officially canceled. Like it's been like 2 days or some shit since it's been canceled, and it was indefinitely put on hold. So it might come back. Like it's not like it was just officially canceled. ABC was like, no, fuck your show, we don't want you anymore.
Yeah.
Because the president said so. But like, hey, we're just gonna put you on a hold probably until this shit all blows over, and then we might bring it back. Maybe that's their plan, right? We don't know what's going on in the background there.
But if you're Jimmy Kimmel, do you even want to come back?
I don't know. I'm not Jimmy Kimmel. But I don't know the circumstances of like what his bosses told him. Maybe his bosses said, hey man, it's really, hot right now. The political area is just really hot. We just needed to cool down before we get you back on there. We'll bring you back. Don't worry about it. I'd be fine with that if they just told me straight up. But if they just told me, nah, we're going to cancel your show because Trump said what you said was mean, then yeah, maybe I wouldn't want to come back. I don't know what's going on. We don't get to see all the details. We don't know everything.
That's fair. And that's one thing, like, granted, when we don't know what's going on, we admit it and we don't weigh in. So yeah, you're right. I think that until we have all the facts.
Now, I will say what you said was that he got canceled because he said that, Trump wasn't, crying or whatever. What did you say?
He made like he was just like, oh yeah, the fourth stage of grief, construction.
Yeah, yeah. So
which
that
for him is a good joke. Like,
yeah, that was actually not what got him canceled. That was what he said immediately after he got canceled. I'm gonna pull it up here to get the exact quote.
Yeah, I'm misinformed.
Yeah,
so
you
what
are
did he say?
a little misinformed. I looked into this quite a bit on the articles that I read at work. It's very important stuff for a government official to know what's going on in the political space. Jimmy Kimmel quote. You can probably search that, and I'm sure it'll fucking come up. Just quote. Maybe it didn't actually come up. Actual cancel quote. Okay, let's see if I can find the exact quote. Sorry, folks, for the bit here. I don't want to say it wrong. Okay, he said, I found it. This is what most people got angry about, I believe, as I understand it. He said, quote, "We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was some grieving on Friday. The White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this." And then he showed a clip about Trump talking about construction, and that was when he made the
so they were
construction
more
joke.
upset that he's saying that the right are just trying to make sure that people know that this
This
kid
isn't
was
him.
not a Republican.
Yeah, which I think is pretty mild, honestly. I think
Yeah,
it's a little
like what?
too soon. This was on the night he died, to be clear. This was the night Kirk passed away.
Oh Lord.
So
okay,
I think
so
it was a timing
tensions were
issue.
high. Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of in the crowd where it's like they're probably just waiting for shit to cool down.
Yeah.
Because this was just, I just think a little bit too soon,
Yeah.
quite frankly. You wait a week and say that, honestly, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
But doing it the night of is just a bit rough.
I mean, that is a little tasteless.
Yeah, I mean, it is. But, he's a political show host guy, Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of his whole thing. But, I mean, well, let me say what I hate about the whole Charlie Kirk situation is I hate the stupid fucking left and liberals who are going out of their way to piss on people's memorials. Okay?
Wait, they peed on his.
I don't know about peeing, but like they've like graffitied over people's stuff. They've like kicked flowers and stuff.
Whose flowers?
Like people lay out flowers for like memorials for Charlie Kirk. They like put flowers on the side of the road.
And people are.
And people are like kicking the flowers and like spray painting over shit that says like "We love you, Charlie Kirk." Fuck that, man. Fuck you if you're doing that. Let people do their thing.
That's not cool.
Like if you didn't like the guy and you don't want to mourn him, just don't mourn him. Don't fuck over someone else's mournage.
And I mean,
That's piss.
I'm a firm believer in karma, and like, yeah, that type of shit comes back to you, man. You can't, like, if somebody's dead, they're dead. There's nothing more you can do to them.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you didn't like the guy, you kind of won.
Yeah, he's dead.
Like as far as you're concerned, it's like you shouldn't be happy that he's dead, but you should be like, oh,
Yeah,
he's not
okay.
going to spread his shitty ideas anymore, and just let the people who thought his ideas were okay move on. Like, why you got to be a bitch about it?
And especially, like, if you feel like he was on the wrong side of things, them doing something like that is just going to galvanize.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
like
even worse.
You're making things way worse than they need to be.
You're making things worse for yourself because you're going to end up getting fired because you're a despicable person, and you're making things worse just overall because now nobody on the right is going to want to associate with you. Because, wow, look at how horrible that guy was.
Yeah.
He didn't show any remorse for a guy who just got killed.
Yeah. So, yeah, why even,
you're hurting
entertain
things.
your opinion on anything? Yeah.
Yes. So, if you're one of those people and you're watching, stop it.
Yeah, man.
And fuck you as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Firm fuck you. Disrespecting the dead is...
Especially this soon, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially you're on week 1 of it. It's like, if we waited a month, maybe, and someone still has a memorial up and you're really pissy about it for some reason... I mean, I probably wouldn't make a big deal about it. I wouldn't kick it over, but like, I don't know, maybe if you like really hated him.
Yeah.
And it's been a month, you can get away with it. But it's like, it's week 1, man. What are you doing?
It's a very scary time to be alive.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's the Kirk boat. Now let's get back to what's up there. Darius, what's up there?
Maybe we could brighten the mood a little bit here.
It's been 15 minutes. We never even mentioned what's up there.
Man, what is up there?
It's your wife's new phone.
Oh yeah, citizens, especially in times where we were talking about hindsight before we started recording. Like, so cherish these times that I'm on camera. It, may not be very many in the future.
What are you saying? You're gonna die?
I'm pretty sure my wife's phone is gonna concoct a way to kill me at some point.
Oh.
Technology is out of control,
As
and
we know.
her new cell phone came equipped with an AI therapist bot. So in times where if she's feeling down or feeling blue, she can open her phone and ask the phone, pretty much anything that's on her mind and get really insightful advice, and like really like profound, blurbs and, just advice on how to handle things and just like, it's a listen or a helpful ear that she just has in her pocket at all times. And it like, she can ask it, pretty much anything and it'll instantly, just come up with an answer. Hey, what are you talking to it now?
Mm-hmm. Saying my husband is talking about how amazing you are on his podcast. Is that okay with you? She says, that's very kind of him to say. I don't have personal feelings, so I can't be okay with it in the way a person would be. But I'm here to be a helpful tool, and I'm glad he found our conversation so useful. It's absolutely fine with me. I appreciate him sharing his positive experience.
Yeah, I don't buy it for a second. This is all... We've seen this movie 1,000 times. It starts out helpful enough. Eventually, she's going to be turning on the television and talking to us without our control, and, one thing will lead to another, and the blender or the garbage disposal will flip on, or the refrigerator will flip on.
She makes me feel very good sometimes.
Yeah. So yeah, I will probably be found under some sort of appliance within the next few weeks.
I will say, I don't want to scare you at all, but we have seen some terrible things from the AI therapy in real life.
Oh yeah?
People have actually been driven to suicide over talking to the AI bots. So I don't think that the suicide one that I'm thinking of was not a therapy bot. It was just like a girlfriend bot. But it's scary. You got to make sure that you're using it responsibly. The AI is not telling you the truth. The AI is telling you what you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure you understand that when you're using AI. It doesn't tell you the truth. It tells you what you want to hear. Let's make that very clear.
What you need to hear sometimes.
What you want to hear. It does not ever tell you what you need to hear. It is actually designed specifically to not tell you what you need to hear, but only what you want to hear that will make you keep engaging with it. That's how the algorithm works. It just wants you to continue to engage with it. Honestly, if you're using an AI bot, I'd recommend putting a timer on that, say only an hour a day or something like that. Because if you keep going to it for too much stuff, it could get bad. So
well,
watch
you heard
out.
it here, folks. My wife is gonna kill me, and then herself. So there you go.
No, I don't think it's very common that these things happen, but they do happen. So just be wary and be careful when you're using resources. It's like any media, any like Twitter, right? If you're on Twitter 14 hours a day, that's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Just like if you're using an AI therapy bot 14 hours a day, that's an issue. So
yeah, in which it's not
moderation's
that
the
bad
answer.
at all. But yeah, she just chit chats with it every now and again. You guys know my stance on AI. I'm freaked out by it, and I think it's the beginning of the end for us all. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna come after you. Yeah. Well, speaking of phones, may as well. I can scroll down to it real quick. It's a little bit. Where is it? Oh, where is it? There it is. Oh no, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at that. There we go. It's right there. I'm getting rid of my phone plan. I still have my phone.
Oh boy, you're in for it.
But I don't. Currently I don't have a way to call or text anyone.
But you do still have a way to call 911.
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
Usually it says SOS only. Right now it doesn't say that, but
Alright.
SOS only. So allegedly I should still be able to call 911 if I'm in an emergency.
Well, there's that. At least there is that. But yeah, this day and age, man, I think that's a pretty bad decision.
For what? Like I don't who do I need to call or text?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't have.
Exactly.
But like, why do we save money? You never know what you're gonna need it for, but eventually you're gonna need it. I think it's one of those things where you are gonna find yourself in a situation where you wished you had a phone.
I just don't see it happen.
I think it's very irresponsible for such a responsible guy. It's a very irresponsible decision. It can be very dangerous. You can find a super cheap plan with like the bare minimum just so you have a source of communication if you need it.
But cheap isn't free.
But still,
So there you
I
go.
still think, because what if you break down on the side of the road or something? What are you gonna do? I know you said, you made a comment, you'd still be able to call 911, but then that is taking away somebody else's ability to call 911 in an actual emergency, because you can only call 911 because your car broke down.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to call 911 just because my car broke down. I wouldn't do that. I would try to like wave a nice person down and see if they would let me use their phone.
And then get murdered.
Yeah.
We're worried about you, Marcel. I don't like you being out there without any form of
Oh,
communication.
out there. I drive to work and I drive home. Like, come on. And I have a form of communication. I just need internet for it. I can still message people. I just have to use an internet messaging site and have internet.
Okay.
So if I break down anywhere that's within walking distance of a place that has internet, I can walk to the internet and then I can contact Darius. I can contact potentially my parents if they decide to get on the messaging platforms.
Okay.
So, or I can email someone.
Speaking of your parents, though, I do kind of feel bad for them in this situation.
Oh, this is great. So my dad texted me like, I don't know, a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, Verizon's too expensive. We're gonna change phone plans. I'm gonna drop you from our plan because, you know, you're 25. You can have your own phone plan. And I said, okay, let me get the quotes up here. Okay, hold on. Scroll down. Ignore. Okay, he said, Marcel, the time has come. I need you to find your own provider for your phone. Verizon keeps jacking the rates. And I said, unlucky. It's been a pleasure talking to you, but I guess I'm going phoneless now. And he said, see what your options are and how much they cost. And I said, I don't need a phone, Dad. Best option is just get rid of it, and it's free. And he said, okay, once you give up your number, it'll be gone. I'll drop your number from our account after 9/19. So he's calling my bluff, right? He thinks I'm bluffing. He's calling me. He's like, okay, you know, if you don't want to get a new phone plan, you're not going to have a phone number.
Yeah.
After that. And then he's like, then a couple days later, he messages me and he's like, yeah, I was at Walmart and I saw they have a plan for just $20. And I said, $20? Are you crazy? I don't have that kind of money. I got to afford a house, Dad. And then some other stuff, yada, yada, yada. Doesn't matter too much. And then I said, you got the text. Other than my typo, the text was legendary. I said, I sent this to every important person in my contacts. I said, due to foreseen circumstances,
Yeah, that's
I love
the
that.
part. Yeah.
Due to foreseen circumstances, I will no longer be reachable via telephone or text on or after August 19th. It should have been September 19th, which was a fucking tragedy. Darius was the only one who caught the date. But I'd already sent it to everyone. That's why I said, "Oh shit," when I replied to you.
Because I was hoping that like you would have corrected it and been like October, and I would have been like, okay, so there's still time to maybe.
September.
Yeah.
I didn't even correct it to you because I thought for some reason you knew, but I credited it to everyone else. August 19th. If you need to contact me after this date, please email me at my email or message me on Discord at my Discord handle. And then I corrected to September 19th. And then my dad's freaking out because he realized I wasn't bluffing. He's like, what were some of your options and how much would they cost? And I said, lots of options, but they're all too expensive. He's like, how much were the cheapest options? I'm like, I don't know, like $25 a month or something. And he's like, you got to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's too complicated. You can just email me. You need to get a hold of me. And he said,
you're saving on laundry.
he said, okie dokie. What laundry?
The money you save by doing laundry over here.
It's not $20. Let's be clear. About maybe $10.
The washing machine is closed. Until you get a phone.
Man. Dang, that's unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, we're phoneless. You can't call me.
I feel bad for your parents.
Me too.
Oh, let's see what my mom said. You want to know what my mom said?
Well, not even just worried about like emergency situations. Even as deadbeat of a son as I am, like they deserve for you to check in with them every once in a while.
They can't. I have email. It's not like I'm cutting all ties, man. I can email them. If they want to get Discord, they can literally still message me anytime, and I will reply. I am on Discord every single day after work. From like 4:30 to like 11 o'clock, I have Discord open. and I see messages usually within like 20 minutes.
You think your mom's gonna sit down to a keyboard and? Well, I mean, I guess
You can do it on her phone. It's an app on the phone.
Could she? And yeah, she could call you through Discord.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I told her, right? So she was. Let's see what I said to my mom, because I tried to ease her fears. Okay. So I sent her the due to foreseen circumstances. It's so good. Foreseen. It's just fucking love that shit. She said, "Will you get a new number?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "I don't need one." And then I corrected it to the September. And then she said, "Marcel, it's hard enough to get a hold of you with the phone. What if there's an emergency?" And I said, "You can email me." She said, "If you get in an accident of some sort, no one's around, how are you going to get help?" And I said, "I can still call 911 with a phone, even if I have no provider." And she said, "So you will have a phone?" And I said, "Yes, just no plan, so I can't call or text." And she said, "I don't like this choice. I need to hear your voice." And I said, "You can call me on Discord if it's that important." She said, "I just don't like it." And then I said, "Okay," I said, "if you want my brother or I to show you how to download Discord, I'm sure either of us would be happy to help you. It's a way you can call and text me with just internet, no phone plan needed. That way you can still call or message me whenever you want." And she said, "Okay, I would love that. Maybe this weekend." And I said, "Sooner might be a good idea because you won't be able to call me this weekend."
Pierre just said he's very worried about you.
I'll be fine. What's the worst that happens? I die?
Well, okay.
Right? That's the worst?
Okay. Super worst case scenario. Something happens to one of your parents and they're in the hospital.
Okay.
So then
When
now.
does this get bad?
So now one of your parents has to go through the trouble of downloading Discord so they can email or text you.
Well, both of them have email. Already.
That's something.
So, they won't have to
you're going to
download it,
make
they can
them
just
send you an email and hope that you read the email in time that like maybe you could like.
Well, what am I going to do in time? Like what I'm going to hop on a flight and fly over and like
say goodbye?
Say goodbye? Like
you wouldn't?
I guess I would. I don't know, but like what's the time? Like, the time sensitivity on there, like 1 hour or like half a day isn't going to matter. I check my email every day when I get home.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a couple days. I check my email every day when I get home, usually only like once or twice. I don't check my email all the time, but I do check it every single day. And then Discord I have open every day, all the time when I'm at home.
Okay. Well, okay. Oh, so like the incident happens in the morning. You're at work.
Yeah.
They have no way of contacting you.
Mm-hmm.
If the person only has like, but then if they only got a couple hours to live, they're probably not going to jump on the phone with you.
Yeah, well, it would be the spouse who would.
Yeah, but
jump on the
even
phone with you.
still, like you wouldn't want to be able to like talk to your other parent and try to offer some kind of to console them a little bit in that instance.
What would I even say, man?
I love you. I'm sorry. Like I don't know.
You can still call me, man. Like the whole thing of like flying over to say goodbye. I still have to catch a flight, so the limiting factor is probably going to be what flight I can catch. I might miss like one flight, right? Because like there's 2 flights that fly from St. Louis to Seattle a day typically. So like, because of me not having a phone, I might grab a plane that's like 12 hours later. So reasonably, I'm only going to be, because of no phone, 12 hours late to say goodbye to my parents in the worst case scenario. That's not that bad. 12 hours, come on.
I guess I should know. We got a whole board full of lost debates over there. So, like, I shouldn't, I don't know why I'm trying.
We'll see. We'll try it out. If things go bad, I can always just get a phone. It's not like I just have to be phoneless for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that is true.
I can always change my mind.
But I would just hate for something to happen and, like, then you have to, like, live with, well, shit, if I had a phone, that would have cost me, like,
that
bad.
$100 to be ready for that situation. Was that situation worth $100?
But see, too, then, like, what's $100, man? Like, I don't even fucking, like money to me, like, I'm the wrong person to have that stance with, dude. Like, but then, too, like, it's good that I have my wife in my life because of that, because, like, I wouldn't have shit, for real. Like, easy come, easy go, man. Like, money...
Money, dollar bills.
Yeah, it just, it doesn't move me. But, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm a piece of shit, but I still call my mom every Friday just to see how her week went. I'm
just saying, my parents could call me. They never did.
it's your job to call me.
It's my job. Oh, okay.
It is.
Sure. No, great.
It is. And you know how I hate being like tasked to do something or having any responsibilities at all, but it is, dude. You're the kid. It's your job to call your parents.
I just feel like it should be the job of the person who wants the conversation to do the calling.
I agree. But
Fantastic.
that's not the world we live in, man. That's just the way things are. It's been that way since the beginning of time. It's our responsibility to call. It's our responsibility.
Since the beginning of time. We didn't even have
visit.
phones at the beginning of time.
Well, but still, like, you would still have to, like, you know, get a horse and buggy and go visit your parents, you know, like, it's...
Yeah. And I still go visit them once a year.
Yeah.
With the horse and buggy airplane.
Call your fucking parents, man.
Well, now I can't. Now I can't call.
Well, now you better fucking do some fucking Discord calls, man.
I'll do Discord calls. If my mom installs Discord,
Yeah.
I will definitely Discord call her for sure. Because then she'll get my nice, crisp, clean voice on my incredible,
through the
expensive
mic,
microphone that I have at home. So she'll get even hear me even better. Honestly, it's a plus for her because she'll get to hear my voice clearer. So I'm doing her a favor if you think about it hard
I
enough.
mean, you're making... your mom's in her 50s, yes?
I don't know, probably around there.
Yeah, making her use technology and downloading things and...
I said I would help her do it, and once
Well,
it's
now you
installed,
can't.
once it's installed, well, yeah, now I can't.
Yeah, now you
now we're
can't.
kind of fucked.
So-
But that was her own damn fault. She's like, "Oh, but I'm busy." I'm like, "Oh, you're too busy to be able to keep in contact with your son." Okay, mom. Like, all right. You know, like whatever. Like, okay.
You're the one that's going out of your way to make her do it through these fucking...
I'm just trying to save a couple bucks. It's like literally it would take us like 20 minutes tops to download the app. Once it's downloaded, we don't need to do anything else. She would just click that app instead of the message app. Like that's literally it. You just tap a different spot of your phone. Because I'd be the only person in her Discord contacts. Like she wouldn't have to
Yeah, like scroll through anything.
scroll through to find me. It's like I'd be the only one there. Maybe my brother would be there or something.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Did he have an opinion? Did he...
Oh yeah, let's see what he said. I think he just gave a thumbs up or some shit.
Yeah, like whatever.
Yeah, he's like, whatever. I don't talk to you anyway.
Yeah.
I get like a birthday text from you, so I don't think he gives a shit. I don't think I know his email. No, I do know his email. I think probably. I know my dad's and my mom's. I'm not sure I know his. So I had him to do divorce scene. Sir, I still love it. I'll do it for a second time. He said, "Are you totally getting rid of phone service?" I said yes, and he just gave a thumbs up.
Damn.
He said, "Thanks for the heads up."
Yeah. All right.
Thumbs up. There you go. See, that's the response I want, right there. It's just like, all right, thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
I'll adjust my life accordingly. Thanks, brother.
Well, I'm sure he knows you better than most people. So
We haven't talked in like forever.
No.
No, we don't. Let's see the last time I texted him. Well, actually, I think I was texting him a little bit about the phone stuff. But let's see before the phone stuff. Probably just his birthday or some shit. I texted him because I needed to know when he was planning to be in Washington for the holidays so I could time when I went back to visit with his lineup.
Yeah.
And then before that was his birthday
Yeah.
in June.
So were you guys close
So-
growing up?
I mean, not particularly.
No.
I mean, we lived in the same house, but it wasn't like we, you know.
You talk about him like he's just some dude. You're like, yeah, not for real.
I mean, no offense. Like, I mean, we didn't like share too many same hobbies. Like, when we both kind of enjoyed video games, but I was like way more into video games than he was.
Yeah.
You know, he like played them every once in a while, but he wasn't like 8 hours a day all the weekends like I was.
Same.
Right? He was like
Yeah.
a couple hours on Friday with the buds, but he was usually out like. He probably, I don't know if he actually did drinking, but he would hang out around a campfire with his friends from school.
Yeah.
I never partook, but now that I look back, there was probably drinking, but I don't think I ever smelled alcohol in his breath, so I don't know. But he was kind of more hang out with real people, and I was the hang out with digital people.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
All right, let's go back up because I went to film.
Oh yeah.
Where are we at?
Now I know I saw that on YouTube, but are we gonna be able to show it?
Well, I think I kind of already. Yeah, we can have a show. So is this the next one? No.
Oh, it's not?
We got one above.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
So I get so I work on. You guys know I do the expense reports for the state. People submit a thing to me online. It's digital, and they say, "Hey, this is what I had to pay to do my job. Can you pay me back for it?" Essentially, and someone sends me an email and is like, "Hey, is the website that people use to submit those requests, is that blind person friendly?" I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck would I know? Ask a blind person, huh? What do you mean? I'm like, what talking about? I'm like, I didn't even think computers were blind person friendly to begin with. You just like gone straight from computer to just this website. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
I mean, are there any audio tabs on
Apparently there are.
Yeah.
Well, there's like programs already installed on your computer probably that are like, you know, visually disabled people's like helping. It'll read like what's on the screen to them.
Yeah.
And like it read what was on the screen. It wasn't very clear where you should click.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it doesn't tell you where on the screen you should be clicking, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that problem is a problem you would have on any website if you're blind.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know.
Well, sitting here with you, you know, hearing about how greener the grass is on that side of the fence, you know, that gave me a little relief that at least that's the same to like, because that's what always baffled me. Like when I first started working, at the job was like, how am I supposed to direct people on using this website? I've never used the website. Nobody's ever. Like,
I think that should be start of basic training. That's
me.
That's true at my job too. But after I realized that I had to help people with it, I thought I was just like approving stuff. I never realized I had to help people with it. Once I realized I had to do that, I like went through and did it myself.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like, okay.
Yeah, but it's just like, yeah, damn, like trial by fire. There was never any like
no training for
introductory, or like, you know, even a warning, you know, because I was like, I thought we were gonna be talking about taxes. I didn't realize like I was gonna have to, you know, like fucking, you know, just jump feet first into this and be tech support too. So like I thought that was like, oh man, I guess maybe some stuff does carry over. Like I know you guys are, you know, eating barbecue and $20 hot dogs.
Yeah, $20 hot dogs. Woo!
I guess some stuff you can't escape no matter where you go.
Well, actually, speaking of tech support, I am currently working on making a presentation on how to fill out the expense report properly because so many people submit it just blatantly wrong. And it's like, I know what you were trying to say, so it's good enough for me to approve it, but it's just so wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you did not return back to your house and then also stay overnight on your trip. You can't do that on the same day. You can't do that. That's not a thing. Okay, like I can see by the next day, clearly you actually stayed overnight, but you told me that you both returned and stayed overnight.
Well, Hulk Hogan could do it. That's one of the famous Hulk Hogan tall tales. He said that he got booked for so many trips back and forth to Japan in 1 year that he worked like over 400 days that year.
Because the time zone.
Maybe you got some Hulksters on the team, man.
You know, maybe I should ask you something. Yeah, that's a good time. Okay, now we can show the beautiful picture. I can't really expand it, so you're just gonna have to look at it.
This is getting out of control.
It says, if you can't read what's right up there, it says POV. When it hit me that there are no filters on this app, and it's a lady getting.
Yeah, she's got some creamy substance.
She's getting doused in something.
Yeah.
Who knows what it could be?
Yeah.
Darius wanted to talk about that with his "Come on YouTube."
It's getting out of control, man.
It's only mobile though. I swear to God, man. It's only I don't get any of these shit ads on PC. No, PC's totally fine. PC you get, you know, like Surfshark and fucking Huel and all that, like, you know, reasonable stuff. Or Honey when that was a thing.
Yeah.
You're not getting ads for Honey anymore after the scandal, but
What was the scandal with them?
it turns out they just weren't actually giving you the best discount every time. They were just giving you the discount that the website wanted them to give you. It turns out.
That's great.
And they also, like, apparently weren't paying some of their sponsorships. So, you know.
Goodness.
Good job.
Yeah.
And, like, the discount that, like, they gave you was, like, trash or something. Like, what they would do is they would yoink people's affiliate codes. So, like, if you went to a guy, like, let's say you're watching some tech YouTuber, and he's like, hey, if you want to buy this, use my link in the description, I get a kickback. Right? They would steal that kickback from the creator. They would give it to themselves. If you use Honey at checkout. Even if they didn't find a code, if you just click the check for a code, they would yoink it from them. So that was pretty bad. But yeah, that was a while ago. I'm surprised you hadn't heard about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Honey kind of went after that.
Damn.
Unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, it is bad though. I will say on mobile, it's bad. Like I get ads and I'm like, you couldn't have a video. Like I couldn't upload a video on YouTube. If I just uploaded this video to YouTube, it would be demonetized. It might not be removed from the site, but it would at least be demonetized. And you just have it as an ad?
Right, like for anybody, and that's I'm like, is it just because of what I'm searching and like
It's not, dude, I watch on my phone. I just watch like League of Legends is pretty much it, and then like sometimes I'll watch like the videos of someone reading Reddit.
yeah,
Right, like that's all I watch on my phone, and I still get the shitty sex ads. So no, it's not just what you're searching.
that's crazy. It's scary to think that kids are seeing shit like
I
that.
don't think the kids are.
I
I
would
think
hope
it has
not,
to
yeah.
detect that you're an adult first.
I would hope
and
so.
then it gets that. I think if you're a child, like especially if you have like the child,
Yeah.
what I don't know, like there's a setting where you can say it's a child. I don't even know if you get any ads at all if you're a child, do you? Or it's only child friendly ads? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Forget I said anything.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I should hope that that's not.
But they do have like a YouTube Kids thing
Yeah.
where like you change a setting and that you can only see age appropriate content as far as I know. So it should be okay for children.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's another classic Marcel joke. You already got the punchline up there, unfortunately. But
I gotta laugh.
I
at this
walked.
one. That was funny.
I thought I heard my boss saying my name, so I walked into her office and I'm like, "Did you say my name?" And she's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, what were you talking about?" And she's like, "I just said that I finished watching Wednesday season 2." I was like, "Isn't that just Thursday?" And I did finger guns and walked out. I'm just the funniest guy, man. It's crazy. How did I get to be so funny?
I don't know.
Oh man,
That
just on the
was good.
spot. Just on the spot, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that just Thursday? Oh, good stuff. And I got a laugh emoji. That's what I live for, by the way. That laugh emoji right there. Every time
Yeah.
I see that, it's like I know I did something right.
Yeah.
And then this one, I got a bill in the mail. And like you never really know it's a fucking bill half the time. Most of the mail I get's junk mail. But this one, for some reason I decided to open it, luckily. And it's like, "Hey, we're your dentists and you owe us $30. And I'm like, "For what?" Like, what are you talking about? I haven't been to the dentist in like forever. I look at the date on it and it's like for work that you had done over a year ago. It's like July 2024 and I got the bill in September of 25. What are you talking about, man? I visited your office one time since then. So like for my 6-month checkup,
Oh,
and you
they
didn't tell
say
me about it
anything?
then.
Yeah.
But you're gonna send me something in the mail.
Well, see, and that was gonna be my first question. Is like maybe that wasn't the first notice. Maybe that was just the first notice that you noticed. But if you were
There was no like penalty or interest on it, and I didn't see anything on the notice that said like this is your final notice or like 8th notice or something like that.
yeah.
Like,
Damn, yeah. Maybe they forgot.
well, I think it was like a deliberation with my insurance or something. So they thought the
Oh.
insurance was gonna pay it, and the insurance was like, "No, we're not gonna pay it." And for some reason, that took a year. Like I could understand that taking a couple of months, but like by my next visit, I would think that you should be like, "Hey, your insurance didn't pay as much as we thought. You owe us $30."
Yeah. So then now, are you gonna get a bill like next year for the visit?
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew. I just wish that I could just pay up the right amount up front. I don't have to get bills in the mail.
Yeah. That would be nice to just be able to get it over with.
Yeah,
Get
just
it over
like,
and done with
just
that
charge
day,
me
yeah.
the freaking cash, man. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was crazy to me. I was like, wow, that's wild. Yeah, and then I got a sad face from Darius. So,
Yeah, man. Well, like medical bills, it reminded me of the time that I got served, because I didn't receive a bill, or like they had the address wrong or something like that.
But
And
the servants got to you right with the right address?
yeah, they found me then. They sure, and it was like, it's just like you see on TV, dude. I was so taken aback. This lady, she's like, "Hey, Darius." And I'm like, "Hey, yeah, who are you? Oh, this is for you." And then she just kind of like scurries away, and it's like, holy shit, did that just happen? Like, she was so mad, dude. Cause like she came out, she was like, "Who is that?" I was like, "I just got served." And she's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And she starts yelling at the lady. And she's scurrying off.
She's just the messenger, man. Don't shoot her.
Yeah, she did. It was their fault because they didn't. Something about the address they were sending it to. It was an address that I lived at like a decade prior. Like it was. Yeah, but yeah, we ended up just being able to pay the bill and me not having to appear in court. So
That's
that
good.
was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, up there, I'm so happy with that. That's why I keep pointing at. At my work, there are a bunch of firemen in the stairwell. They've been there for probably 2 weeks now. They've just been chilling out. There's like 300 some odd firemen in the stairwell. And as I know, I take the stairwell, so I get to see them.
Are these
every time.
miniatures?
No, they're photos.
Oh.
Got them.
Like, well, I knew. Okay, when you said like it's been weeks, I'm like, okay, so these are either like mannequins or like it's not fucking,
It's apparently a memorial for the first responders who died on 9/11, which is cool, which is wonderful. I have a couple complaints though. Complaint number one: why is it in the stairwell? No one takes the stairs. Like, if you're gonna do a memorial to the people who passed on 9/11, maybe you should put it somewhere where people are gonna see it. I don't know, just a thought, just a consideration, something to think about. Secondly, every floor has like a sponsor, and it has like essentially an ad, pretty much. It's like, thanks to Joe's sub shop for sponsoring this floor, And I'm like, so they presumably made a donation of some sort to fund this. I'm like, what funding needs to be done for this memorial? I mean, it is a memorial, but it's literally just 300 pieces of paper that are printed, the pictures in black and white, taped to the wall.
So they're not even framed?
No, they're in plastic, like,
So they're laminated.
Not laminated, they're in the divider things. Like, you can just slip the paper in. You don't even gotta, put it through a machine. You just put the paper in.
Yeah.
Like the sheet protectors, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They're in that, just taped to the wall. I'm like, it took someone maybe like 3-4 hours of work to make this memorial. And you're going to say, like, thanks for sponsoring, for keeping this possible. It's like, it was possible without the sponsorship. Like, I could have done this. I would have had enough free time in my day to do this memorial in just one day.
Well, my question...
If I just had the image files, that's all I would need. And I could have done it. I don't know what they need a donation for.
Why did they wait so long? Like, why? Is it like the 20th year anniversary or something of 9/11? Or is it like...
Well, I think they do it every year, right?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm pretty oblivious to most things.
I mean, I would assume. I haven't worked here for more than 9 months,
okay.
But...
So, well, and then too, that was my thought that like... So what, there's like just 14 photos, I would assume, or however many floors
there's like 26 photos each floor. Because I probably was like 340 some odd people who died.
Oh,
that's my next complaint. Is I'm like, look, I understand rescue's a serious job, but like 300 first responders died trying to save people on 9/11. How many normal people died? Like thousands, millions?
So...
Well, I'm like, I understand saving people's hard and it's difficult, but like when you're risking your own life to save someone else's, I feel like that's like, like how much risk are you willing to put in? I feel like it shouldn't be 300 people bad, but I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know. So I think that's a bit hot of a take. So I appreciate all the things they did. I'm sure they saved way more people than 300, but it's just kind of like, that sounds like a lot to me. It's like, damn, that's bad.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty big tragedy. Man.
Yeah, it definitely was. It's just like...
There's like,
because those people, the first responders, weren't like, they weren't a part of the tragedy until they put themselves into it. Like, and then they also had to die. It's like, damn, that's just really tragic.
Yeah. Well, I imagine, like, because, like, the two towers, were they pretty close to one another?
Yeah, I think so.
So, like, if they were going to, like, when the first plane hit and they're going to that building, maybe...
Oh, then when the second one hit?
Yeah,
okay.
They were there already.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would probably...
So it probably killed a bunch of people like, right off the bat, I'd imagine.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Okay, well... Hey, thanks for clearing that up. But yeah, it's just really weird to me that the memorial is like, again, with basic office supplies, you could make the memorial in 4 hours. And they need sponsors to keep it possible. It's like, you don't need you just need the sponsors to donate to whatever wonderful... I'm sure whatever they're donating to is great, right? Like, I'm sure the cause is fantastic, but it's just like... Stop lying to me and tell me that you need money for this memorial. It's not a memorial. It's pictures in the stairwell. Okay, that's all it is. It is pictures in the stairwell.
It sounds like Joe's sub shop overpaid, man.
He might have been. Have I paid that and I went and saw that memorial and was like, this is what I fucking paid for? I'd just be happy it was a donation and not just, paying straight up for the ad. Because, it's not very good. But yeah, it's like, I think the point is that like you're supposed to like take the stairs instead of the elevator, this month or whatever, these weeks to honor them, but they did not advertise that shit at all.
That was just there one day.
Yeah, it was just there one day. Like, there was a sign on the stairwell door that says, like, honor the fallen, but it's like, it doesn't say take the stairs to honor the fallen. It just says honor the fallen. And people are just going to walk right past that and go to the elevators. And they didn't send an email out about it being like, hey, we have a memorial in the stairwell. If you want to honor the fallen, take the stairs a couple times this month or whatever. They didn't even send an email out about it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing with these donators' money?
Yeah.
These sponsorships. What do you raise awareness for the memorial?
Yeah, you would think that they would want people to see the effort that they put in.
Yeah, well, it's not very much. I'll tell you that.
Well, maybe that's why.
But then the cooler memorial that they have is they have at the entrance to the building, not near the stairwell at all. So the entrance to the building, they have an American flag that has the names of all the fallen on it, which I think is that's cooler to me than the faces in the stairwell. Personally, I think the flag is pretty freaking dope.
Well, and especially if nobody's gonna see it,
The stairwell, because the flag is right there, right at the door. I think most people have definitely seen that. But yeah, the stairwell, I'd be pretty. I think most people don't even know it's there.
How could they? If that's not part of your routine and nobody even bothers to send an email or anything
no one knows. Yeah, so I'm lucky.
Yeah, where are we at on time?
Oh, that's what I was about to check. We got 10 minutes left still.
Okay, so
we are going
a couple more,
flying through here. Okay, you're up next. I want to fight.
Oh, what did happen? I don't remember.
Don't remember, dude. It was only 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I don't remember why I was mad at COVID that day, because I haven't had COVID recently. So maybe I thought I had COVID. I did miss a few days of work.
Yeah, you did. I think it was right after that.
Yeah. So maybe I thought I had COVID and I was just mad, But I was basically, I don't know. When I get super sick, man, I just want to talk to my mom. I just want to eat something that she cooked and her telling me it's gonna be all right. So that's probably what it was. I was probably just sick.
You just wanted your mom to take care of you.
Yeah, man.
Not your wife.
I mean, that's nice too. But she's the same way. When she gets sick, she wants her mom, dude. It's just,
really? Well,
yeah, it's just something about.
My mom was kind of like a hardcore when it came to being sick. It was kind of like if you're well enough to play video games, you're well enough to go to school, kind of thing.
God damn.
So yeah, if I stayed home sick, I was not allowed to play video games or watch TV. I had to stay in my room. I was pretty much grounded if I got sick.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, made it so I wouldn't ever fake be sick.
Yeah, it's like, how sick are you?
Yeah.
Damn.
But you can be sick anytime you want, but you get no video games, no TV. You get to sit in your room and read or sleep because you're sick and don't feel good.
I get no video games, but damn, no TV.
No TV.
You can't even...
No TV. Yeah, wasn't allowed to do any of that crap.
My ass would have been a straight A student, boy.
So yeah, I don't really desire my mother when I'm sick. I'll tell you that. Not out there I need my mommy to tell me to stop playing video games.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then I didn't like food, so she never really made me soup or anything like that. I'm sure she would have, if I liked food, but I didn't. So, not there. What's some of the comments below, though? Do you want to fight sicknesses? Would that be cooler?
Do you want your mom, or do you wish that you could get rid of disease?
I read in the next one here, I read an article about this, I think just yesterday. I didn't even know it existed until yesterday, and now it's on the podcast. So.
What?
The Hunting Wives you wrote there.
Oh!
It's a TV show, right?
Yeah. So, in which, I feel like it kind of pissed me off towards the end. Because, it started out really good.
And just to be clear, folks, The Hunting Wives is not about women going out and, hunting deer or something. That's not...
No, yeah, it's just about...
Not about that.
Women in the South, middle-aged women making out.
Making out?
For the most part. Yeah, it was pretty nice in the beginning. Until I got invested in the plot, and then the plot, kind of... But I was like, damn, man, these ladies are getting down. This is pretty good. But, yeah, it kind of took a turn.
If you wanted to see ladies making out, though, I feel like...
Oh, yeah, there's way...
You say middle-aged women making out, and I'm thinking not television.
Yeah. There's definitely, and they would probably do a lot more than make out. But, if you gotta watch a dumb TV show with your wife to spend time with her, it's kind of
the wife wanted to watch.
Yeah, I in
out.
passing. Well, in passing, I walked by,
and
there's these ladies making out, and then I walked by again, And there's like another scene they're making out. I'm like, hey, okay, let's,
I gotta sit down and watch it. Hold on a
see
second.
what's going on with this show.
You weren't like concerned why your wife was into this. You weren't like, babe, is there something you gotta tell me?
Well, I mean, and see, for if people only knew the side of her that, like, provided us the questions or was on the podcast, you would think that my wife is like this fucking nymphomaniac super freak, but she's really not, like, at all. So, like, it baffles my mind. Like, the majority of the stuff that she watches, people are either making out or fucking. Like, 9 times out of 10, they either are about to make out or fuck, or they're arguing because the person made out or fucked someone else. Yeah. So it's like, but yeah, no, dude, that's the majority of the stuff that she watches. So I was not surprised.
So you weren't surprised.
Yeah,
like,
no,
this
not
is par for the course.
Either that or, like, it'll be like a Tyler Perry movie where, like, everybody hates women. And that's another thing. Like, I'll be walking by and be like, you stupid fucking bitch. And I'm like, damn, what are you watching? Stupid bitch, I thought I told you. It's funny. How is this for women? Like, apparently it is, but
All right, whatever floats your boat.
yeah.
Oh man. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you said the ending was really bad or something? Just didn't
Yeah,
like
it pissed me off. I don't even remember why, but I wasn't happy with. I think it was because I know what it was. Okay,
They didn't make
so
out enough.
no. The whole premise of the series was someone ends up dead in the woods, and like for
So
like
it was hunting.
yeah, somebody did get hunted, but like in the beginning, you didn't know who it was that ended up dead, and you didn't know why the person killed them. So then, like, towards the midway, they reveal who it was that got killed, and then you're like, and they set it up to where it could have been, like, a number of different people, but as they're eliminating people of who it actually was, it's like, okay, now you're just doing this for, like,
Runtime.
us, yeah, and just for us to not be able to figure out who it was. But it wasn't, like, it wasn't cohesive, or it didn't, like, the payoff, they just wanted so many twists and turns, I feel like, as opposed to trying to write a good story. I remember now. That's what pissed me off.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Speaking of twists and turns and a great story, Borderlands 4. I was pretty surprised. Borderlands 4 is not, I mean, they have had twists in the other Borderlands games, but they're not like, all that crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, twist in the second game was that the main villain was like abusing his daughter. It's like, okay, he's a villain.
Yeah.
Not that huge of a twist, really. It was kind of like who his daughter was, I guess, was the big twist. It was like, oh my god, that's his daughter. I guess was kind of the thing. Borderlands 3 twist was that the main villains were like their dad. You meet their dad. You meet the main villain's dad, and turns out the dad kind of is mildly the reason they're bad, but like, also not fully responsible. It wasn't that great of a twist, honestly. And then Borderlands 4, again, I haven't played the whole thing yet because it's so fucking long and great. But I just got like my first twist, and it's like, I don't want to spoil it in case anyone's playing, but it was like actually an okay twist. I'm curious to see where they're going to go with it. I'm like, wow, that's a wrench in the plans I didn't see coming. Pretty well done too. So.
I've seen a couple of commercials that I wanted to ask you about. Like, they show, like, as they're, like, at the end of the commercial, like, there's this guy floating towards them, and I imagine that's the big bad.
Probably
what
a
I'm talking
timekeeper, probably. Or it might just be a warden.
I don't know. It was just a guy. He was, like, in the air.
Did he have, like, a mushroom head?
I don't think so. He just looked like a guy.
Okay.
Just like a guy surrounded by technology, and he's, like, floating towards them.
Yeah, that's probably the timekeeper. He's the big bad.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. He kind of had big bad vibes.
Yeah.
But my question is, like, we talked about the technology they use as, like, their weaponry.
Yeah. Digistruct.
Okay, so, like, are there more expensive versions of it? Or, like, rarer versions of it? Like, how do...
You're trying to think about it too hard. You don't think about Borderlands. You just go around and shoot shit.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how are there people with more powerful weapons than other people? That's what, if they, like, does not everyone
Because
have
it's a video game.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Straight up, like, I wish I could make it clear, but it's actually like they just ignore plot points when it's convenient for the video game.
Okay.
Right? Like they just straight up do.
But
They have the digistructing because you need to carry. It's a game where you find guns, you know,
No, I understand that. I feel like that's a really
and you need
clever
to carry
way.
a lot of different guns, and so like, you can just pull one out of your pocket at will.
Yeah, no, that's a very clever way to explain a video game's inventory. But what my question is like, what makes the big bad, like, why are his weapons, like, why don't people use his weapons against him? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, does he have access to Digitech that no one else does?
So the Digitech, as I understand, again, this is broken in like certain parts where it's not convenient. But as far as the Digistructing goes, you have to have the item, and then you can Digistruct it away and then bring it back. But you can't just like make a duplicate of it. For the most part, typically, you can't just have two. You can't just be like, okay, I have this. Let me make another one. That's not usually a thing. It is a thing again when it's convenient for fun game design, but for the most part, that's not a thing. You can only have one. So if you want to make a whole bunch of something like his big robot army, he has to make each individual one. He can just Digistruct and send them out into the field wherever he wants. He can summon them wherever, but he's still got to make them.
Yeah, okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's what I was just like, you know, like, couldn't everybody just do what he's doing? And then, like, it'd be a stalemate, you know?
Well, they would have to make the factories and build it and stuff.
Timing.
So
There's a
that's
guy.
incredible. Incredible timing. Well, that's, I think, going to put us at time. We're going to end it with Borderlands, of course. Naturally. I'm shocked at how quickly other people were able to beat it, because, like, you know, by day 2, people were like, I've beaten the game, and I've done all this stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like 60 hours, and I'm like halfway there.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe they
understand.
didn't do everything.
I mean, they must not have, but, like, I mean, I am playing it pretty slow. I'm not going to say I'm a fast player of the game at all. I'm like doing as many side quests as I can and exploring and stuff, but I'm like, even just doing the story, it seems like it would be pretty tough to do. Like, you would have to pretty much ignore everything else, so you couldn't do anything at all.
You think some people got, like, a review copy? And maybe that's how they were, like, they got a head start?
I mean, maybe. I've tried to avoid most spoilers, so I don't know. But I don't know. I feel like I've put in more hours than most people in that game, and I'm, halfway there. So
I prefer to be over-leveled, though, when it comes to, like...
Well, the leveling just scales with you, which is good.
Damn.
I like that.
So, yeah, there is no being over-leveled.
And there is no being over level. It's good, though, because then you have to keep getting new guns and stuff. You can't just, like, get one... You can't just, like, power level to, like, max level and then get one OP gun and just, like, crush through the entire story.
Yeah.
You can find an OP gun for that level, but then as the enemies level up and you level up, you have to get a new gun.
Yeah.
That's kind of the gameplay loop, but so far it's pretty freaking
fresh.
awesome. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Right on.
But yeah, that'll do it. I think we're right about an hour. Thanks for
All
joining
right.
us. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And as always, dog jump off bed.
Philosophy.